Here's Mitchell now to kick off the drive. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards on the gain. A great start for this offense. So much for staying ahead of the chains with a 3 or 4 yard gain on first down. They move the chains with a nice little run.
Yeah, they're making the chain gang hustle a little bit to try and keep up, aren't they? Because a lot of the first series of games are scripted, many times to probe and find some holes in the defense. Sometimes you attack with some big-time runs, too.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
But give them credit for a good read right there because they read the man coverage on the right side and sent the tight end a few steps down the field and then angled him to the left on a crossing route. He was able to get enough separation on this play to turn it into a nice gain.
And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They're going to look to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
That was well defended. They clamped down on every available receiver. Just got to give the win to the defense on that snap.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. He'll look to throw. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And the Falcons are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series. And when the defense wins and gives up no yardage on a running play, that's something they can build on and carry themselves forward throughout the game.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. A handoff as they run the counter play. Give the tackle there to Daniil Hunter. The Falcons had 0-1 on the year following the loss in the opener, and they were given a gift of 2 straight home games to start the campaign. Dropped one of them already. You have to figure a split of these two probably imperative.
And they did talk about that with us prior to the game, about how important it is to start the season 1-1, especially with 2 games at home. Because if you go 0-2, hard to make those up on the road as the season progresses.
They'll set up to throw. Hard throw, incomplete.
I know tight ends love this route because a lot of times they'll fake a block first and get a little bit of space and then come across the middle because in their mind, they're thinking catch the ball and then drop the hammer on the little guys in the secondary.
Unable to drop the hammer, he just dropped the pass. So distance not the issue there. He had plenty of leg to get it there. It's that darn upright getting in the way.
Always gets in the way of a good time, doesn't it? Because he hit it square, too. Sometimes you can bank one in if you get it on the end of the football. No such luck there for him.
Right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. Well, maybe that'll help him settle back into a groove after the interception on the first drive here, picking up the first to start drive number 2.
And it is just starting over, isn't it? Sometimes it's just how you have to do it. You have to erase things from your mind. Don't worry about what happened before, because over the course of the game, the good players, things turned out pretty well for them, and that's what he's trying to do here. On
play action, they'll throw. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, where that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Here's 2nd and 8. That's into a crowd and intercepted. And the Falcons are going to take possession here at their own 33. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points no matter what. At worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
We're scoreless after 1. Still 9 remaining on 2nd down. They'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th. Colby Wadman now on to punt. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football. And I saw the pressure coming out, and that just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And the Vikings are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. Boy, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
They'll start with a run by Mitchell. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
He's up to the 20. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. Much more room to operate under after the big play. Here's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Hawkinson. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short.
Here we go, here we go.
2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
They'll look to throw here on first down. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to the ground here, Mitchell. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Vikings will send out the special teams crew here for a field goal try. From the right hash, it's a 41-yard attempt. And he missed it. It's no good. And this will remain a scoreless game.
Still searching for that first breakthrough, and I thought this might be it. But it's not to be, and we're still scoreless.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me,
he's got a man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. 2nd and 6. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. And Danielle Hunter, he's the one who gets in there and brings him down to the ground. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Looking deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. They'll throw now on the final play. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. So we're at halftime here on a Monday night. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. After a rare scoreless first half, these teams now just looking for something as the second half gets underway. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And we thought this game had the potential to be tight, maybe not this tight, scoreless as we start the third quarter.
And I love the way you use the word tight. I'm going to take it a little bit different direction here because it's not just tight on the scoreboard. I think both offenses have been tight in how they've played this game. No one's been loose. No one's been free. They've got to find a way to make some plays, and I don't think you do it if you're really tight in everything that you're doing in the game.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And now 1 yard to go on third down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They'll run on first down. Queen. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first. Those are the type of runs that we did not see from him in the first half, but a good start to the third quarter.
And I know what everyone's thinking that's watching this. They did a great job adjusting at the half. Oftentimes you don't make adjustments. You just dial into your game plan a little bit better, and maybe they're starting to make some headway.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 28. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. On third down, they're going to run for it here. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
But based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
Third quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. They'll set up a throw. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
They'll drop to throw. And it's caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 9 yards that time. Might we see our first touchdown of the game? Here's 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Now they'll put a receiver in motion left. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Desmond Ridder, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the 2nd half. Extra point by Truzz, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hawkinson. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now there's a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Back to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he will have a Vikings 1st down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to wind up and air it out. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Extra point up and through. And we are tied at 7. So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away. From the 6. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And these two teams have traded touchdowns so far with their first possessions here in the 3rd quarter, so we're right back to where we started at intermission.
Yeah, how about that? Tied at the half, tied after the first 2 drives of the 3rd quarter, 1 for each. That tells me that someone's defense has got to step up and make a big play and try and change the momentum of this game.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
And he's out of bounds, but not before a big pickup that time on what's going to wind up being the final play of the 3rd quarter. Back now here on EA Sports. 7-7 is our score. Pretty even matchup so far as we start quarter number 4.
Down. 6.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, Maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And just a 30-yard punt that time. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10.
Ready, set.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Typically on the read option play, when we talk about responsibilities, we're talking about what the quarterback has to go through. How about the inside linebacker, though? His job on this play, shadow the quarterback and hold him to a short gain. Did it to perfection.
His second catch, and this one not nearly as electrifying as his first. And it'll bring up 3rd down now. On 3rd down, here's Mitchell. And this won't be enough. Stopped a yard short after a gain of 3. 4th down. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Wait a second, that's got to be a mistake. They declined it.
That doesn't make any sense, right? I mean, it doesn't at all, because you want that penalty. All right, they just picked up a 1st down, right? You want the penalty.
I am so confused right now. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Can see this quite a bit on running plays with the guys out wide. A lot of times, though, it doesn't get caught.
You're exactly right, because it's away from the play usually, so a lot of it goes undetected. But I know this will surprise you. I coached some receivers in the offseason. We work a lot on hand placement and blocking downfield. Might want to take that course.
They'd love to get a little closer if they need to kick the field goal on 4th down. From this spot, it's 46 yards. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he gets the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 24. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive continues. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2. And it brings up 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. They'll look to throw here. Touchdown! Alan Lazard, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Falcons have broken our tie and have taken a 4th quarter lead. They do tack on the extra point as well. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. This will be fielded inside the 5. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, Charles, you remember their last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it, but you understand why they did in this close game late. Now, though, the road back is even tougher.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And it was fair to look back and say that 4th down was a moment where this one was decided. But as you mentioned, understandable about why they went for it. But, hey, a lot of credit to the guys on the defensive side of the ball. They knew they'd have to defend in that situation, and they got it done.
He's got a man complete. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
And this is obviously a spot where you lean on your stars. Get the ball to them in open space and let them do what they do.
And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute. The call is to go for one and kick the extra point. The kick is through the uprights to tie this game, but hang on a second. We do have a flag. So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Get ready.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now back to throw. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down inside the 15. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 46 yards. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Ready?
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And this play goes nowhere, losing yardage back to the 15. And we are set for a great finish as that timeout comes in with 2 seconds to go in this football game. Younghoe Koo, all eyes fixated on the kicker. This to put an end to a wild Monday night. And he got it. The kick is good and a fantastic finish here on a Monday night. And the Falcons are going to win the game. What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles on their faces.
And what do real estate people tell us all the time? It's location.